Today for the Bitcoin price with DAVINCIJ15, but also with Carl from the Moon, we will talk about what the heck is just happening for Bitcoin right now. These crazy pumps, DaVinci actually has massive evidence that someone knows something. Someone is planning that. We will talk about that massive evidence today, do some quick TA, talk about the exact price targets in the immediate short term, and towards the end, guys, this is the most important part. Stick until the end. The YouTube purge is not over. DaVinCiJ15 just got a warning and also a strike. He's censored, not able to post for 7 days. If we are not doing something right now, in a few days, you might not be able to watch any crypto content on YouTube maybe. We will tell you how to take action, so stay here until the end. And that being said, make sure you smash up the like button right now. And we want to come to the most important question of today. DaVinCiJ15 and Carl from the Moon, how are you both doing today, my man? DaVinci, you go first.
Yeah, I'm doing fine, man. I just went to a chiropractor today, and I'm feeling like nice and loose and limber, so I'm happy about that. How about you guys?
I love it. And how about you, Carl?
I'm doing very well. I'm just sorry about the strike and all for you, DaVinci, but yeah, we're doing well over here.
In Hong Kong,
in Hong Kong,
yeah,
yes.
By the way. So everyone, this episode is going to be a jam-packed one. We will not only talk about the Bitcoin pump, the real reasons behind the Bitcoin pump, but also about the price action in the immediate short term, the exact targets and the game plan we are actually planning to implement to take part in this crazy market situation right now. And towards the end, of course, the YouTube thing. Let's start with Bitcoin, DaVinci. May you maybe introduce us in your theory, because we saw crazy pumps happening not only for Bitcoin, also for some certain altcoins. And you already told us it's extremely interesting. Please introduce us to it before we open the charts and go into the TA.
Well, the market is a forward discounting mechanism. Basically, it prices out in things before they happen. And the reason why you can see that is that somebody always knows something before the rest of the market knows about a particular event. And then those people buy the market up, and you can see that happening in the charts. And so when that event finally does occur, obviously the opposite of what everybody expects occurs. So, for example, let's just say Boeing decides to is getting a new contract. And the people inside of Boeing know about this new contract, and then they tell their family and friends, and they go out and buy, and this shows up in the chart. Then finally, when they announce that they have this contract, what happens? People think, well, the price is going to go higher, but actually it goes down because those people are now selling into that event. So yeah, that's the way the market works. And so what I'm thinking here with Bitcoin is that somebody knows something about the government planning to do something or say something about Bitcoin, or some big information is about to come out about Bitcoin, and because a lot of people who are not familiar with this market don't understand there is Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, they just went, okay, well, I don't know what to buy, so I'll just buy it all. I'm buy whatever, yeah. Right? And they just hit the buy button. And so you could see that with the panic buying of Bitcoin SV on Bitfinex. That's just ridiculous, right?
That was crazy.
That's only caused by somebody feeling a sense of panic, and they had to buy.
Yeah. I mean, it's massive FOMO going on right now. And what you are saying, it makes a lot of sense. So what you say is that there is probably some major news about to come. Some people already know about that. And the forward discounting mechanism makes the upwards valuation already happening before the news actually come. Something like, show me the charts and I tell you the news kind of thing, right?
Exactly. So what's going to happen is once that news event does occur, the most likely outcome is that Bitcoin is going to roll over on that particular news event, because those people now have the incentive to sell into that news event.
So we have something like sell the news event, where everyone is already gaining up until the news actually happening. And once the news come, the new immature money will actually buy, and all the people who already front run this will dump on them. So that's very, very interesting already. And once this news will come out, we will talk about that. Do you have something like any prediction what kind of news that could be? And what do you actually think how high we can go prior to this news event?
Well, I can only guess at the news event. Maybe it's an ETF or something like that they're going to just surprise us with out of the blue. I'd highly doubt that, but it could be something like that. Or it could be that President Trump has decided to support Bitcoin. Oof, that'd be crazy.
Ooh, that would be crazy, yes.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities, right? It's just we don't know what it is, and I'm just guessing, and your guess is just as good as mine.
Yes, very important, guys. We are speculating here. One thing, however, is very important. The mechanism behind the markets, and whenever something like we can see it right now is happening, that we can take it and we can make the right interpretations, that we are not FOMOing in or whatever, or when the news come, we are not FOMOing in. That's the reason why we were actually stacking up throughout the whole bear market. So that's why this news was very important. DAVINCI, before we go into the most important part of the video, the YouTube purge, the censoring of your channel, and the potential implications for each and every one of us, even for the viewers, we want to pull up the charts, make some quick TA. That will be also the time you will jump in. And maybe while you are pulling up the charts, do you have any opinion to share maybe about the recent pump for the Bitcoin and altcoin market?
Yeah, actually, I think that the point that you brought up about the CME 200 daily moving average on the CME chart seems to have been a significant moving average. And essentially what happened now is that we did in fact break above it, and we have seen a daily close above, which I think there could be some significance to that. So that's something maybe we can pull up over there.
I mean, guys, watch the video from yesterday. Sure. It's popping up right here. If you missed it out, watch this video after this one. It's very important. We talk about the whole CME story. So DAVINCI, maybe we can pull up the charts and check out what your specific price targets are for Bitcoin in the immediate short term before we talk about the whole crazy YouTube story.
Okay, for sure. Let's bring up some charts.
And your head and shoulders, that works out perfectly.
Oh, yeah, the head and shoulders. If everyone who watched it, it was this video here where we had the inverse head and shoulders. Actually, right now, the Bitcoin price is just a little bit above the measured move we actually made at 8,600-ish US dollars. So everyone who got in, everyone who made the breakout trade, congratulations to you. We even had a confirmed breakout. It was amazing. So, yeah, guys, congratulations to everyone who got in.
Yeah. All righty. Well, let's see here. Yeah, this was the perfect head and shoulders that you probably took out, as you can see it here. It's like clearly drawn out, and that was the break right here when on that gap here with the CME gap. All right, so let's take a look on the 4-hour. As you can see, Bitcoin has broken out. It's above the 13 EMA. That means you should be looking for more, looking for entries to go long. But I think this is a little bit dangerous to do right now because we've already gone too far, too fast, in my opinion. I don't see any divergence yet. So that means this thing could continue up, but we do have the 61.8, which is staring us in the face, and it could create the divergence into that area here. So I would be very careful and cautious if you want to look for short-term trades. The best you can do is scalp the market on the lower end time frames in order to pick up a few coins here and there. But other than that, I don't see a particular trade other than possibly trying to look for a short. But you need to find some sort of divergence and have it confirm, and that's going to take some time on the 4-hour.
I want to jump in quickly because sometimes people are just listening for these keywords and they heard short and they are saying, oh, DAVINCIJ15 and MMCrypto and the moon, they are going to short the market. That's not true. I mean, he's saying you can search for short positions. However, there is no bearish divergence going on here on the 4-hour. That means that this market could actually go higher. So shorting right now immediately without any game plan is just the same like trying to catch a falling knife in a crash. So guys, definitely be aware of that and make sure that you are not getting wrecked, as we always say in the end of every video. So putting that together, DAVINCI, let's say this market were to go higher. What would be your price target, which we can achieve in, very important, the best case scenario right now in the immediate short term?
Well, I would first let's do an AB equals CD and see if this already has played out, because I think this has not played out just yet. So let's take a look at that. Yeah. So there's this looks like it wants to play out all the way up to 9,200. That's 9,300. Yeah, I can zoom in a little bit. I wonder if I can like just hit the
towards the middle of the screen.
Yeah. Let's see here. You want this in the middle? I can't zoom perfect. The whole screen.
Thank you very much.
There you go. So that's 9,300. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we head up to the 9,300 level before we actually start to see any sign of this market turning around.
That is a very sorry, DaVinci, for interrupting you once again. Do you have any time frame for that? Maybe I know it's very hard to guess the time frame and the price, but what would you say for the time frame when we can reach this target?
Also, where exactly is the 61.8%? Can you refresh my memory?
The 61.8 this is on the what's it called, the perpetual futures contracts on Bybit, so that the numbers will be different on, of course, Bitstamp, but on Bybit it's at the 61.8 is 8,977. So that's for priced on Bybit, right? If we go to Bitstamp, we'll see a different level for the 61.8. So let me just bring that up.
Yeah, while you're doing that and like cleaning up the charts, I would like to ask you. You mentioned something from 9,500, and that is already very close to the price target DaVinci mentioned here with the AB equals CD. So could you elaborate on that? What is your price target in the short term? Is it 9,500? And what would you think, when can we reach this level?
Yeah, so the next major resistance is very obviously between 9.5K up towards 10,000. It is the next major resistance, and up towards those levels, there's not a lot of points where I see any major limit for Bitcoin to really get rejected from. So I do believe that if this breakout really continues, then the momentum can easily take us up to $10,000 within just a few days if we don't get rejected from, for example, the 200 daily on the spot chart, because the 200 daily is actually just
much higher than on the CME.
Yeah, but it is somewhere above us right now. I think it's like 9.1K.
Yes, approximately 9,050. I don't know. So yeah, very, very, very good point. And DaVinci, here on the spot exchanges, is the picture the same? Is it different?
On the Bitstamp exchange, you can see that the 61.8 is at 80. We're actually at the 61.8 at this very moment right now. It's at 8,800 approximately, and right now the price is at exactly 8,800. So it's trying to get above the 61.8 on the Bitstamp price, and having a little bit of trouble. You can see a lot of wicks into the 61.8, but it keeps failing on the 4-hour here, as you can see. Let me just see if I can zoom in on there. Yeah, okay, there we go. Auto fit, there we go. So there we go. So you can see a lot of wicks right here, where the market has tried and failed on the 61.8 many times. And so is it going to continue? Probably. Let's just do an AB equals CD, because there's no divergence here, right? If we look at the other at the MACD or the RSI, there's zero divergence. So that means the market has more strength to pump higher than roll up. More, the odds are we're going to go pump higher than roll over. So let's climb this over.
Very important in the meantime. Guys, everyone watching right now, do you think we will actually go higher? Do you think we can reach a price target of 10,000 US dollars in January? There is a poll popping up on top of the screen right now. Click the poll and let us know more than 10,000, yes or no, in January. And also leave your specific price targets for the end of the month in the comment section down below. We will once again try to answer each and every comment within the first 24 hours. That being said, DaVinci, the stage is yours once again.
Yes, so it's interesting how this AB equals CD terminates exactly with the Bybits market at $9,300 exactly. So they're really close together. So that helps to prove the point that maybe it is going to get up to the 9,300 level before we see any kind of turnaround in this market. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still like very, very nice news to see. For everyone who wants a consolidated review here on BTA, actually, we have 2 points of interest. We have the 61.8, which we are actually hugging right now. If we were to break above, the end of the AB equals CD move will be actually the next point of interest for DAVINCI J15. Everyone who wants to have the free trading setup, we always share that in our free Telegram group, link down in the description down below. Everyone is in there. We are lovely, like sharing news with everyone, 12,000 people. So make sure you join the group and you get the free trading setup. That being said, DAVINCI, can we maybe go into the phase mode? Because we have the most important news, also the reason why Carl is here. He was also affected by the YouTube purge beforehand. And DAVINCI, you just got a warning and now you got a strike. Now you are censored. You cannot push your content educating your lovely audience on YouTube anymore. And can you tell us a little bit more about that before we tell everyone what we have to do right now, what we have to do to take action to prevent that from spreading out again and censoring all YouTubers? Because now you are basically the first one in the new wave.
Yes, recently, as we were getting ready to do this video, I went on my YouTube page and boom, the strike was right there saying that, hey, I just got a strike and I'm unable to live stream today, and I won't be able to do so for 7 days. And also I won't be able to upload videos for 7 days. This is quite disturbing how their system just automatically just chooses this video, which had no violent or harmful content in it, obviously, and said, hey, you know what, that's something that has to be flagged. I think there's a actual algorithm that's not working properly at YouTube, and they're going to probably have to work on fixing that. And hopefully I'll get a whitelist. I'll be whitelisted in the group, and then this problem will be solved for now, because honestly, they have the power to take down my channel and stop my content at any time, and this disturbs me, and I should be looking for other avenues. We should all be looking for other avenues in order to prevent this centralization of our content and with YouTube. I know YouTube is the best right now in distributing our content to the masses as they need it, because a lot of the content that you look for is mostly when you are ready to look for it. Google knows that, hey, you know what, this person is right for you at this time, and then you start watching that channel and you start getting into that particular genre of entertainment, right? So yeah, this is why YouTube is the best right now for all of us to continue on YouTube, but also look for other avenues to continue providing content.
It's a very important point. And before we get into your thoughts, Carl has actually very important thoughts about that. I want to let everyone know what we should do right now to prevent that from happening. Because the last time when Carl had the strike, we had the strike. DAVINCI didn't have the strike, but a lot of others like Ivan on Tech, the only way we were able to remove it was to make noise. We made so much noise all together. We stick together as one community with you viewers together. So the only thing we can do, and it will eventually succeed, if we go to this specific tweet here, the link is on the top of the pinned comment, on the very top. Click the link and then like, retweet, and comment also by tagging Team YouTube. Guys, definitely please do that, and then we can make sure that we make enough noise to get that sorted out. Carl, what do you think about this whole YouTube purge story, and that is actually going to start over once again?
Yeah, first of all, let's make sure that we get at least 1,000 likes on that tweet.
Yes.
At least 1,000 likes. So first we have to clarify how the striking system works, because first you got a warning just like 1 or 2 days ago, right? And then now you got your second basically warning, which turns automatically into a strike. So you cannot upload for 7 days. If you get another strike within the next few weeks, then you cannot upload for 2 weeks. And if you get a third strike within 90 days, YouTube has the power to permanently delete the YouTube channel. So that's crazy. I mean, you would assume that when they give you a warning and a strike, they would give you some time to readjust and they give you some explanation so you can prevent further strikes to happen. But as we've seen, these strikes, they just come in waves. So who knows? Maybe you have a second strike tomorrow, and then all of a sudden the channel is gone. So that's why it's very important that everyone really reacts very quickly, because it's very, very sensitive, and it could really escalate quickly.
Exactly. So DaVinci, thanks for tweeting that out. Also, we will leave it, as we already said, in the comment section down below. And we already have to kind of wrap up today's episode. But DaVinci, do you have any important news besides all of what we have talked about already before to share before we wrap up today's episode?
Yeah, I'm constantly working on Pandora's Wallet. I'm going to be adding shortly different tiers of pricing for Pandora's Wallet. So look out for that on our website. And on YouTube, it's going to have to be on our website because I don't have the ability to do YouTube videos right now. But hopefully that will be resolved before the end of the week. Yes. I'm hoping, with your help, of course, that will be resolved by the end of the week. And yeah, I'm going to be working next week on adding different exchanges and so forth, because you know what, I love using my Pandora's Wallet. It's like, oh my God, I can like go on and trade and buy cryptocurrencies without actually going to the stupid exchanges. Oh, hallelujah.
Yes. Especially with the recent updates. It's such a nice product, such an easy to use product right now. So as always, also Pandora's Wallet link in the description down below. Guys, please, let's get this content out. It's extremely important to get the content out. Let's try to get at least 1,000, you know what? 1,500 likes on that video. We have to let YouTube know, the algorithm know, that this content has to be carried out to the masses. Make sure you smash up the like button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. You will find DaVinciJ15's channel and Carl from the Moon's channel in the pinned comment down below. And yeah, DaVinci, any last words to say, like 3 words or so before we wrap it up?
Don't get wrecked.
And you?
Well, I would love to see some price predictions down in the comments, so please do that.
Yes. Don't get wrecked, guys. And that being said, we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.